Hello guys, good morning. We are going to make wassail today. We're going to make a very simple wassail. I have been sick for the last week with a head cold from hell, but luckily the COVID test was negative. I had no fever. I just could do nothing but lay on the couch and watch Christmas movies. So that's what I did. But today we're going to make wassail. I'm starting to feel quite a bit better, so going to make wassail today. And what you're going to need is lemon juice, orange juice, cranberry juice, apple juice, or cider, or apple cider. Lidl didn't have apple cider, so I had to get apple juice for this today. We're going to need cinnamon sticks. We're going to need ground nutmeg. We need ground cloves. You can use whole cloves if you want. And we're going to need ground ginger. I also got some beautiful whole cranberries to float in my wassail. You could put cloves in an orange and float the orange in the wassail. You could do it like that and cut pieces of apple and throw it in the wassail. Anything you want to do. It's very simple. And I think that a hot toddy like this would make me feel better. Make me feel even better. And what you can do, this is totally non-alcoholic, you know. It's just a beautiful hot wassail Christmas drink. But you can add whiskey, a little bit of whiskey to it before you pour your hot wassail in. But I think I'm going to use Southern Comfort. Just a little drop of Southern Comfort to knock the cold out once and for all. So let's get started. Hi guys. Okay. First you want a soup pot or, you know, a big vessel, whatever you want to put it in. I'm using a cast iron duchy. And we're going to start with two cups of apple juice or apple cider. Put that in your duchy. It smells so good, apple juice. 2 cups of cranberry juice. I used 100% juice, of course. And 2 cups of orange juice. Smells magical already. You want to have a cup of lemon juice. You can put up to 4 cinnamon sticks, but mine are really fat, as you can see. So I'm only going to put 2 in. Alright. We want a whole teaspoon of ground cloves. Okay? Sprinkle that in. You want a half a teaspoon of ground ginger. And about a half of ground nutmeg. You can use less of the ginger and nutmeg if you want, because they are somewhat strong, okay? Now we're going to put our washed and drained cranberries in. If you want to get fancy, you can stick some cloves in the cranberries, but we won't use cloves in this because if Craig the Record King watches, he has a fierce aversion to cloves, and we won't go into that right now. But so I'm not going to use the whole cloves in the cranberries, but it would probably look really cool. Alright, then we're going to light our flame. And we're going to stir that and let it simmer till it's hot. Doesn't it look beautiful? And as it starts to get hot, it's going to smell amazing. So I've been living on chicken soup this week, and I'm so sick of it. So, and the spiciest peppers I could find to eat. because that does knock out stuffy nose, you know. But this is just what the doctor ordered, and it is so beautiful and Christmassy. So we're going to simmer this for a while and come back and serve some later. I'll probably do a little chat with you. Tell you what I've been up to this week. Mainly it's just been laying on the couch and watching Christmas movies. So I'll tell you what I watched and just have a little chat. I did stop in the thrift really quickly this morning because I haven't been there in so long that I was having withdrawals. So I did stop there this morning briefly, and then I just came right back home because I don't want to push it right now, you know what I mean? Craig wanted me to come over. I said, no, I can't. And aside from which, I don't want to get anyone else sick, so. Okay, so that is it. That's our wassail. We'll come back later and serve it. I will talk to you later. Hi guys, did you miss me? I'm back. I feel a lot better today, thank God. No more stuffy nose. It was just a week from hell, and I think, I honestly believe it was from being in the crowd at the tree lighting, because I'm never around crowds. And my mother kept saying, I don't like this crowd, I don't like this crowd. And she actually went and stepped out on the outskirts of the crowd. And now I kind of wish I did too. But I had my mask on, you know, but not a single other person did I see with a mask. And you can see that in the video, I'm pretty sure. So, I hope you enjoyed the beautiful wassail bowl. Here it is. I have a little drop of Southern Comfort in the bottom, and I think this is going to truly knock the cold out. I think this will work. All those juices and vitamin C and all those good things. That is just what is called for when you have a cold. Or if you've been outside shoveling or making a snowman. It is just so beautiful, and you can just think of Charles Dickens, and it's just such a wonderful thing. And like I said, you don't have to put whiskey or Southern Comfort or anything in there. You can drink it just the way we made it. So anybody can have this. So I did a really quick thrift run because I was missing the thrift, you know. They didn't have all that much, but I did find this beautiful chiffon-y kind of shawl-y capelet. I don't know how you want to call it, but it's so beautiful. It's so Christmassy. And since I was watching a lot of old movies this week, this really appealed to me. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I found something I said I wouldn't buy any more of, but these are beautiful old ones, and they're all Christmas cookie cutters. There's two Santas with his pack on his back. There's the old-fashioned kind of Christmas tree. There's stars. It's just a beautiful set of cutters. And I told Raymond I did not want any more cutters, but they were so beautiful. Couldn't leave them there. I got a set of measuring cups because I can't find my quarter cup measure. I have no idea where it went. I found a corncob pipe. It just reminded me of Santa. I think I'm going to put it by the tree. How cute, right? And I found this beautiful chimenea. A nice little chimenea for outside. Put a candle inside. Very cute. I was quite happy with that. And the chimenea was half price today. I think these two, I think the pipe, these, and the measuring cups were on sale also. So it was a good, it was a fun thrift day. There wasn't that much in there. But I was super happy about this because it's so beautiful. I might even wear this to Craig's Christmas party. Alright, so I started getting sick Sunday. I started feeling shitty Sunday. But I just had a sore throat. And so I took my mom to Dollar Tree. I cooked with the mask on and I kept washing my hands so that everybody'd be okay. Because I didn't know if I had a cold or what. Next day, I totally had a cold. So I had a COVID test done, negative. Kept taking my temperature, no fever. So it's just a damn head cold. And I haven't had one in, I don't know, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years. I mean, I never get colds. So I guess it was just, I was just due, I guess. But anyway, if I'm not here at any time and you don't hear from me for several days, you could just check our community tab. I will always have posted something there telling you why. And I did tell you why, that I had a cold. And it's funny because one of the movies that I watched, I posted there, and that very same day, Cindy watched the same film, which is pretty amazing. It shows how connected we all are. So the first thing I started out with was this Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer 13 film Christmas collector's set. And this was so fun. I wrote down my favorite ones. There were the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on here is the 1948 cartoon, which is one of my very, very favorites. And then we had on here Night Before Christmas, a 1946 William Castle film, very cool. There was a weird full-length fantasy film on here from Mexico called Santa Claus, 1959, very strange. Let's see. Oh, Jack Frost, 1934. Very, very awesome. Santa's Surprise, 1947. The Shanty, Where Santa Claus Lives, Merry Melodies, 1933. A lot of these can be found here on YouTube. So if you're interested in any of these beautiful early Christmas cartoons, you can see them here. There's one called Snowfoolin', 1949. Somewhere in Dreamland by Max Fleischer. It was awesome. 1936. Typical 30s Max Fleischer cartoon. Just absolutely loved it. And there was one called Toys Will Be Toys, 1949. So this is very interesting. I got it in a Dollar Tree. They don't have anymore because I looked every time because I wanted to get a couple for gifts. No more. There were no more. So, but like I said, you can see most of those here on YouTube. That Wassail is working so well. All right, so I watched mostly Christmas. There was a couple of things that were not Christmas, but they were excellent. I watched Father Stew with Mark Wahlberg. This was such a great movie. I cried so hard. I cried through most of the movie. I really did. Mark Wahlberg was amazing. And he plays a tough guy, an ex-boxer, just a tough guy who has a near-death experience, actually sees Mary and becomes a priest. It sounds corny and everything, but it's amazing. And his journey is remarkable. And he's so devoted. And I just absolutely loved it. It's called Father Stew. and Mel Gibson plays his father. At first I had to double check myself. Is that Mel Gibson? You know, he was just so incredible. I highly recommend that film. I believe it came out this year. I saw one horror film. It was called The Unholy, but it was based in Christian mysticism, which I love, you know, bleeding statues, and things like that. And it's the battle between good and evil, and I really loved the film. I mean, it was quite incredible. And these two Catholic priests on YouTube who have a channel were reviewing it. And they actually reviewed Father Stew too. And both of those films, The Unholy and Father Stew, I absolutely loved them. So I recommend The Unholy also. Again, I think, if I'm not mistaken, well, I don't know about The Unholy, but I think you can see Father Stew in its entirety for free on YouTube also. I watched The Bells of St. Mary because I love Bing Crosby, of course. I watched Holiday Inn, another one of my very, very favorites. Last night I watched the Alistair Sim Christmas Carol, my very favorite version, and I have to see it at least once every single year. And I watched Beyond Christmas. Now that's a possibly lesser known Christmas film. Highly, highly recommend it. It is another ghost story, and that's the one that Cindy also watched the same day. Beautiful movie. It's also known as Beyond Tomorrow. So it has two titles, Beyond Christmas or Beyond Tomorrow. But it is a remarkable film, 1940s, and it's another Christmas ghost story. So really great. There's another one that I love that I couldn't find because I couldn't remember the title, but you guys might know. Same kind of idea as Beyond Christmas, but they take in homeless people at Christmas, and it just becomes a big family. It's just such a cute movie. It's also old. I have to find that one. I think an angel is involved in that one. But there's so many great movies out there. I highly recommend Beyond Christmas if you have not seen that one. That's going to be added to your must-see vintage Christmas movies every year for sure. So that's what I watched this week. And the coolest thing is, I got a gift card. From Optimum Online, a Visa gift card for signing up. And so I got a smart TV with that gift card. It came while I was sick. I set it up. I got a bigger TV and a smart TV so I could hook it to my internet so I could watch YouTube there. That was making me very happy. So in between films, I was catching up on YouTube, and I don't watch TV, so I don't pay for a TV subscription because there's no reason for me to. But with Roku, which is the smart, Roku TV, you get like 400 channels for free. And I was watching the the Great British Bake Off, and lots of great channels for free. So I don't even understand why people pay for TV anymore. I really don't. Nothing like a smart TV. The only reason I didn't buy one before was because I just don't watch TV. But when I got the gift card, I said, that's what I'm going to do. And I was so glad I did because I happened to be sick, right? So I got a bigger TV, was watching it while I was sick, and just laying on the couch with a blanket on, with Vaji, and getting better, So I didn't talk on the phone. I didn't talk to anyone. I was to the point where when I talked, I would get coughing fits, So I didn't use my voice. I was just stayed quiet, drank tea, whatever. And today I went thrifting. Didn't really have to talk to anyone. And no coughing fits. So I think I'm doing good. Look how pretty the cranberries look floating in my wassail. You have to make this stuff, guys. It is delicious. So what you actually do is bring it to a boil. Stir it really well, bring it to a boil, then put it on simmer and drink it over time. You know, drink it throughout your party or throughout the evening or however you want to do it. But this is feeling so good on my chest and my sinuses that this is the cure. It is the cure-all. And I love those spices, those kind of spices. The cinnamon, the nutmeg, the allspice, the ginger. I love those flavors. So in here, and you know, with the 3 juices combined, the 4 juices really, because there's lemon juice in there too, it doesn't taste like any single juice. It tastes like its own new creation. And it is amazing. So, if you haven't put up your tree yet, make a pot of wassail and get going. Get going. This is the best thing for decorating your tree. Or watching a beautiful old movie. Like A Christmas Carol or something. So fun. When it boils, the cranberries burst open a little bit. Just amazing. I'll be drinking that all day. Absolutely love it. So guys, that's it. I just wanted to come and say hi, tell you where I was. Definitely feeling a lot better. I know these things take at least 7 to 10 days to get rid of completely. It's been 5 days. I feel a lot better. So we're definitely on our way. And I was so glad the COVID test was negative because I didn't want that. I did not want that. Because after Peter got COVID, he got sick twice after that. He got 2 colds after that. So that almost like it weakened his system or something. So I really, really did not want that. I'm a terrible cold person because, like I said, I haven't had one in so many years. When I get a cold, I get it really good. Like Raymond knows from experience because he has visited when I was sick, and I have like no voice for days. It's just the way it affects me. But for the most part, I'm fine now, and I'll be totally back to normal very soon. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Friday. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. Here we go, wassailing. I will see you next time.